Not surprisingly, even the road to the port, Teluk Bayur, it's called, the port, is really scenic. Goes up and down, curves around, just like this. Look at that. It's amazing. Really steep. Nice viewpoints. All these little restaurants right on the corner, they all have beautiful views of the coast. I'm very curious to see whether the road provides like an overview of the port, whether you can see the whole thing easily or not. It'd be nice to get a big aerial view of it. Should be here, coming around the corner pretty soon. Starting to see more and more ships out there on the water. You don't get a perfect view, but if I swing the GoPro around, there it is, the modern shipping harbor. So that's what it is. Reminds me very much of my hometown in Canada. Oil refineries, things like that. Yeah, very modern shipping containers, oil and gas, things like that. Not sure what the road does, whether it goes down to that port or not. I think it has to. Going down, steeply down, I would be guessing. Then a hairpin turn to the port. What is going on here? Big school gathering. Yeah, it looks like there might be a college or university there of some sort. Oh, so steep. Imagine this road on your bicycle. Ah, look at this. As I said, makes me feel right at home. This is the kind of scenery where I grew up. Very industrial. Look at those massive, are those granaries? Or would they be for coal, like straight ahead? Those big towers with the connecting walkways and buildings. I assume those are used for loading up ships and trucks and things like that. Loading and unloading, but what? Coal? Oh yeah, check that out. Terminal Petikimas. Teluk Bayur. Feels like one of these places where you don't want to hang around too long with an obvious video camera. I'm not really sure where I am. I've somehow ended up in the heart of the harbor area, the port, but I'm not sure where I am. Keep feeling like I'm going to run into a gate where they're going to ask me for my permits and credentials, my permission to be here. Like these guys right up ahead, security on motorcycles. But yeah, there are those big towers on my left. I'm guessing coal, but I'm not sure. Somehow you'd think if it was coal, you would see a lot of coal dust everywhere. It'd be all black and dirty here, but I don't know. All right, I made it through the port, and now it's time to turn around and go back, because I want to go back to Padang along the same way, you know, the scenic route. If I kept going, I guess I'd end up on a main road. Man, I've just spent a few minutes here on main road traffic, and I'm just about losing my mind because, of course, just at the moment when I just am turning around to go back, that's the moment when everything died. The GoPro batteries died. Oh, that I think I go straight here, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think I go this way. Yeah, the GoPro batteries died, and then I had no power left at all. I can't run any of my GoPros. So then I switched over to the 360 camera. But of course, I have no memory cards for the 360 camera. So I'm sitting there at the side of the road trying to fumble through all my gear, trying to figure this out. A roar of traffic, this chemical petro industry cargo port area is just crazy. Just about losing my mind. But anyway, got it all assembled, and I don't think I left anything behind at the side of the road. So, heading back to Padang, and I think, as I said, I'm going to stop at one of the lookout points for a cold drink. Whew. What a change in scenery, man, to go from that idyllic beach setting to this industrial wasteland. Both interesting in their own way, but such a contrast. And they're so close together. It's crazy. All these trucks. These busy harbors, loading docks. I said that I was on the beach. Felt a little bit like a Mad Max scene because of all the ATVs racing at me. And this could easily be another Mad Max setting. Because in the world of Mad Max, gasoline was more valuable than gold, right? And it looks like there's a petrochemical storage going on here. Okay, where the heck are we? I think we're still going in the right direction. And with all these trucks, that's when you start getting all the dirt and the dust and the grit in your eyes. Better lower my visor. And so far I haven't been pulled over by security yet because of all my cameras. Ah. I can see all these guys, the security guys with their sunglasses, their colorful vests. They're at every entryway, at every gate to one of these ports, the loading dock areas. I can just sort of feel them, their eyes burning a hole in me as I ride by, as they're trying to decide whether to pull me over or not. Man, where the heck am I? Okay, yeah, this is where I came down. So this is the hill that leads me out of petrochemical wasteland, takes me back to the beaches. Man, what an experience that was. All right, back to the beach, or the beach area, I should say. All the students, I think. I don't know what was going on. Oh, military post. Get out of here. It's even worse than security. It said militaire. So it could be a military base or a military school. Whew, all right. It's interesting how a lot of things get repurposed. As there's the port again. Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say things get repurposed as speed bumps. You get all these heavy-duty ropes that are probably used on the ships, and they use them as speed bumps. And of course, rubber tires from the trucks get used as speed bumps. And somewhere up here, I think the scenery opens up a little bit, and you can get a view of the beach that I was walking along from up here. I saw a little bit of it in one of my mirrors, I think, as I rode by. There it is there. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to pull over just for that scenic view there. Oh, right there. Yep. So that's the beach where I was. Huh. Interesting to see it from up high like this. I don't know the name of the beach, or if it has a particular name. Probably does. Interesting. All right. Well, no cold drink at the scenic lookout point. I don't know what it is. I just have the knack for being invisible. I waited and waited and waited and waved at the waitress and waved and waited, and nobody would come to my table. So I guess I'm just going to leave. But yeah, it always happens to me. It's like I have my own invisibility cloak. Nobody ever sees me when I go in and sit down at one of those places. Which is probably why I go to convenience stores and places like that. But anyway, I sat there for quite a long time waiting, and I managed to enjoy the view all that time. No cold drinks, but I had seen enough of the view. The only way I was going to get a drink would be to get up and walk all the way to wherever the kitchen is and get their attention, and then walk all the way back again. And I figured, might as well just leave. I can get a cold drink somewhere else. Yeah, it's one of my many superpowers, is to be ignored. Happens all the time. But I don't mind. I got to see the view, as I said, and I'll get a cold drink somewhere else. And it looks like rain clouds are moving in. So I feel like the urge to get moving. Watch out, kitty cat. And I'm already right back at the river, back in Padang. I could get an iced tea at my usual spot. Might as well go back there if all I want is an iced tea. Or, to make it a more special day, I could go back to Arau 19. Maybe I'll do that. Return visit there sounds pretty good. I can't remember if the drinks were really expensive there or not. Oops. I just went by the first bridge. There's Arau 19. And I can cross on this bridge here. This is the entrance to Arau 19, collaborative space, as they call it. Here I am again, back at Arau 19. Cold drinks are more expensive here than at a convenience store or anywhere else, but in exchange you get the view. Just noticed across the way there, that's the roof of the Surfer beer garden and homestay. All the surfboards are a dead giveaway. But here's the scenery by the river. And this is the interior of the place. It's a really beautiful spot, open and airy. With all the glass, you get a nice view up and down the river. One thing I don't like is the music. It's enough to melt your brain. But hey, can't have everything. Just have to find a seat that's far enough away from any speakers. Now I ordered 2 drinks, a Yakult jasmine milk tea and then a bubble milk tea. When I was here last time, I saw 2 really large monitor lizards swimming back and forth. And then while I was watching the lizards swim across the river, I spotted a really large turtle, like a tortoise, swimming in the water. And just as I spotted it, it dove from the surface down to the bottom. But it was a big one. It's crazy to think that there's creatures that big living down there. Well, as I said, I ordered 2 drinks and they both came. I think they always assume it's for 2 people. I could order 4 drinks and polish off all 4 of them at this point. But I ordered a jasmine Yakult tea. I guess Yakult is a kind of yogurt, so this should have like a yogurty, tangy sort of flavor. Let's see. Yeah, very lightly flavored. Yeah. It's nice, but a very light flavor. And I ordered a classic boba milk tea, something to enjoy. I think I'm going to drink this one really fast. And I'll just kick back and enjoy the bubble milk tea as I just absorb the scenery here at the river. And I think with that, I'm going to shut down for the day. I think this is going to be the end of my day's small adventures. Yakult tea, bubble milk tea, the river, a bunch of birds down there, scooping, just like swooping along the surface of the water, catching something to eat. Yeah, really nice day. Really enjoyed that a lot. The park, meeting up with my new friends for coffee and iced tea, then the beach, and then the harbor, the fishing, the shipping harbor, the shipping port, and then back here. at around 19. Pretty good day. Padang is a much more beautiful town, like it's more interesting scenery than I realized. Yeah, really nice place. So with that, I'm going to enjoy my tea and see you in the next video.